This is a recording about Nielsen Advanced Demographic Features in BluHorn. Let's get started. One of our newest features that we've recently added is the ability to specify Advanced Household Demographic. If you haven't used this field before and you drop it down, you'll notice 4 options. They go from none to primary, secondary, and both. It does exactly what you'd expect. It shows household demographic data as opposed to people or person-based demographic data for either the primary or secondary demographic fields and columns on the worksheet and the orders, or for both. This is a great tool for comparing people to household data for the same demographic blocks, or to compare household numbers for 2 different demographic blocks altogether. We also have a new option toggle switch here for yes and no called Advanced View. If you turn that on, that changes the demographic options for Nielsen for both the primary and secondary to several additional fields, giving you the ability to split out and use different books for each of the primary and secondary demographics, including the collection method. You'll notice by market, the collection method will be different, and it will filter based on the collection methods available. In our case, for this demo account, we only have one option, but if you are in a market that has impact data, that data can be used to show you estimates for RPD, which is the return path data that Nielsen is moving towards, and this will allow you to show what the current ratings are and see what the new projected ratings might be for your market. This will also allow you to use 2 different books and compare 2 different sets of data on the same worksheet. For example, you might want to use the same share data, but use different household using television or HUT data based on different times of the year for more seasonal buys, essentially allowing you to create an actual projection based on historical numbers and a projection based on where things are headed. And you can see all of that right here under the primary and the secondary demographics, where you can choose different HUT and share books for each. For today's very quick demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and leave this with the same books and just have household demographic data for the secondary, and for the primary, I will have the regular and the same demographic blocks that we would have used normally. Once we save those changes and go back to the worksheet, here are the results. If you scroll down, a couple other pointers. We've added a new X button to the summary, side summary that is. You can now close that without having to scroll up and down. We've also moved the eyeball filter down so that you don't have to scroll up and down for it either. You can now click the eyeball filter from here and do exactly the same thing that you could do previously by scrolling to the top of the worksheet. And you'll see here we now have our primary adults 18 to 49 demographic that we selected, and we also are showing the household data. Of course, in your own accounts with your own data, you could show 2 different demographic blocks based on 2 different sets of books completely, or different combinations thereof. We hope you're enjoying using BluHorn, and we hope that you take advantage of these fantastic new Advanced Nielsen demographic features. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop us a line at support@bluhorn.com. Thanks for being a BluHorn user.